chair now recognizes the gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Scott.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Again, it is certainly a pleasure always to work with the gentlelady from Illinois on this issue. We brought this issue up a while back, and we were very successful in getting a 5-year extension the way this should be dealt with. The Senate unfortunately chose not to immediately pursue that. So we came back 2 weeks ago and asked for a 30-day extension to our good graces and to the good grace of the Senate. They doubled that and came back with a 60-day extension. But yet we still need the 5-year extension. So we hope that this is a sign of us moving in the right direction. We're very pleased that the Senate is moving with the House in the right direction on this very important plan, and this is an important plan. We are now just 2 days from the start of the hurricane season. And as a matter of fact, as I was here before 2 weeks ago, I said we needed to make sure we prepared for the storm before the hurricane is raging, and that we were just a couple of weeks away from the start of the hurricane season. But we had an early arrival. We had Burl to come in. So you see how pressing and how urgent this is. This piece of legislation is perhaps the most important piece of legislation that we can pass right now of major benefit for the American people. They will be able to go to sleep tonight to know that at least for the next 2 months, this National Health Insurance Program will be in place. And this will be a great sigh of relief. But that still leaves the heavy lifting to do. We've got the 5-year program, and we've got to do that. But I do want to say thank you, and my hat's off to Senator Reid and Senator Coburn, who came to an agreement. I think it's a good agreement. It's an agreement that we certainly accept here, too. And what we understand happened in the Senate was that the Senate amendment, which was offered in the Senate Banking Committee by Senator Tim Johnson, was to make sure that those homes that are second homes or vacation homes would not receive subsidized rates. And we think that's fair. That's a part of what's in our 5-year plan as well. So that is very much appreciated there. So as we look forward now, all we have to do now is pass this out now and move forward in good faith with the Senate to let's move with dispatch and give the 5-year plan. Now, the reason why we need the 5-year plan is because of the continuity, of the dependability, so that people will know well in advance exactly that we have this program in place. And if I may, and if just my short time here, in case some of the people do not know why this 5-year plan is so important, I do want to state exactly what it does. First of all, it does, in fact, will extend the flood insurance program for 5 years. It will also delay the 5 years that the mandatory purchase requirement resulting from new flood maps. The bill certainly requires annual notification to homeowners who are living in flood zones about the risks to their community. And as I noted last week, a couple of weeks ago, many people move into areas and they don't even know that they're in a flood zone. So it is very important that we will notify people. And our bill, this 5-year program, lets people know every single year, because you have people moving in, you have people moving out. So every year there will be a notification as to whether or not they're in a flood zone. The other important part about this is, as we've noticed, particularly in my own home state of Georgia, where we had such a devastating flood in the year 2009. It was the worst flood that we've had there since we started taking records of that. And as I mentioned, we lost lives. 7 individuals lost their life in one county in my district. And the application of flood maps all across this country, in every corner of this country, our flood maps are outdated. Well, this bill will make sure that they are dated. so that many of our constituency who are at the risk of flood damage are at that risk without any knowledge. So by making the flood maps current, by making sure that information is departed to individuals who move in and out of communities every year that they're in the flood zone, and most important in these tough economic times, under our 5-year plan, individuals will be able to purchase their flood insurance in installments instead of one lump sum. This has caused many people not to be able to have the flood insurance, because prior to this bill, this 5-year plan, as of right now, to get flood insurance, you have to do it as a lump sum. That's why this 5-year plan is important, and it's important for the Senate to move so that we can get this done right away. But this is good news for the American people. We do have 2 months as the hurricane season starts, and I think we have a good agreement here, and good energy to move forward, the House and the Senate together, and put the 5-year plan in place. And I reserve the balance of my time.